Hey guys, my name's Richard Frieden, and I'm an American-born U.S. citizen, but I lived in Israel for over 4 decades, and I'm a dual citizen. And my wife and I founded Do Hope Israel. Do Hope Israel is a nonprofit organization based in the United States, and we have this amazing retreat that we're facilitating known as Piece by Piece. And Piece by Piece is about reaching out to veterans who are navigating, dealing with PTSD and or moral injuries. And this retreat is wanting to give an answer to a lot of the stuff that you guys are dealing with. And we're bringing together two nations, Israeli veterans and U.S. veterans, five Israeli veterans, five U.S. veterans, bringing together for one mission. And as to be a support, a service to you guys to move from a place of pain to greater purpose and a greater sense of peace in your lives. And I have the privilege and the honor to talk with one of the U.S. counselors. His name is Daniel Lowery. Daniel, it's just so good to be with you today, and I'm just honored to talk with you, brother. Let us know a bit about yourself, your role in the Piece by Piece retreat taking place July 26th through August 3rd in collaboration with Wingfield Ministries and Lodestar Mountain Inn in West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm a retired staff sergeant out of the U.S. Army, one of the U.S. counselors here at Piece by Piece, and looking forward to getting to know everyone, getting to meet everyone, and then seeing both sides, these U.S. and Israeli soldiers, getting to see the dynamic that we're going to have between the two and the good time that we're going to have that's going to present itself.
We're also really blessed to have Omer Shafir, the head of the Israeli team. He's a professional counselor. This great team that's coming together, solid for the Piece by Piece retreat. Dude, you're the counselor for the U.S. team, and together, I think it's like you just beautifully said that something great's going to happen in this meeting between brothers. And so, what drew you personally to this work and to work with the combat veterans?
I've walked it in my life. I didn't have to look far to see the need through my own struggles back in the day when I was really suffering, really injured in life and struggling with the TBI and the PTSD and just the physical injuries that I had to endure. The 22 a day that we see here in America that are committing suicide. I don't have to look far to see a need. As a minister for 26 years now, my purpose in life and working with other organizations as well, that there is a major hole that we need to fill. And this is a dynamic that I've never seen before. And I'm looking forward to seeing the reflections, the bouncing back and forth of ideas and the two cultures, the two different dynamics of soldiers that we're going to have. This is going to be an incredible time.
I think the difference is bringing these two groups of guys together, veterans that know
Mhm.
we're very well, really seeking a way forward from pain and loss and grief and injury to that place of greater purpose, resilience, peace. I think you're right. I think that dynamic, that difference makes the difference,
Yes.
actually. I think that's what's unique about peace. Dan, you're a humble guy, man. Just in brief, tell us a little bit about where you were in the military.
Yeah, so I've been to Iraq, Afghanistan, done all the things, and where I sit today, I'm a full-time minister, and I work with a couple of different organizations, counselor, chaplain, and I deal with a lot of PTSD struggles, moral struggles, marriage stuff, and so I get to interact with a lot just about day to day and from phone call to phone call or text to text or email to email, whatever have you, but still very active in counseling, working with soldiers. And yeah, but this is another dynamic that I'm really looking forward to diving in.
So good. You add so much to the team, Daniel. Staff Sergeant, U.S. Army, Purple Heart recipient. First of all, thank you for your service. It's really an honor and a privilege to have on team with us at these. What would you say that some of the hidden struggles that many veterans carry after coming home?
Yeah, like myself, we kind of lose identity. We lose our sense of purpose and our hope, and knew I was probably getting out of the military, just out of the injuries that I sustained. I really lost myself. I lost my community. I lost my brotherhood. I lost my ability to live a fully functioning life, and it was a lot of struggle. And that's where these programs come into effect. Helped me a lot. They kept me above the water and really floating in life. They brought a dynamic that I didn't see. They brought a lot of hope back into me. They showed me the light at the end of the tunnel and that I was still who I always was. And so peace will bring something into your life that you can't see yourself. And so when you see it, it just opens up your world. And so it's needed. It's needed everywhere on a more mass scale.
I think vets that are dealing with this reality of isolation, where they actually can, within the context of guys coming together, can find the door and walk through it. It's like
Right.
you said, you saw the light at the end of the tunnel. That you're literally, Daniel, a walking miracle that you've seen and experienced for your own self what that means. Is loss of identity, isolation, trying to manage and be the dad, the husband, and all of that while having to navigate the most incredible trauma. Maybe that gives the answer to this question that I'd like to ask you. Why aren't enough guys, vets, asking for help?
Yeah. I think we get isolated and we kind of try to figure it out ourselves. In some things in life we can. And this, when the struggle is this big, try to tackle a mountain with a shovel and then try to get a group of guys to tackle the same mountain, but still the same shovel. We're going to get through it a lot faster. We're not going to kill ourselves trying to overcome a mountain, but we try to figure it out. And I think it's innate that we try to, as men, we try to do it ourselves. But in a lot of instances in life that we need outside help, we need a different angle and a different approach to trauma, to moral injury, whatever that comes at us, even PTSD, to try to understand that in a different way. That's the thing. If you want to overcome, don't try to do it by yourself. Try to do it with other people. And that's really trying to take the bull by the horns. Yeah.
I think one of the unique things is that this retreat is developed by veterans and it's specific
Mm.
for veterans. So you might be meeting people coming from a different nation, but they're going to meet Daniel and they're going to meet the guys from Israel and they're going to meet Scott at Lodestar Mountain Inn. There's something good about that. Let's say some of the guys that are watching this today say, Daniel, dude, I'm exhausted. I feel numb. I feel disconnected. I'm tired, man. Tired of it.
Yeah. I would say that the same experience that I had going through counseling after injury, I had people that didn't understand me. I
Yeah.
had civilian people that were like, just quit being angry, which would make me more angry. And, these are people that are going to be here that have walked the walk and talked the talk. We have overcome the struggles. We have overcome the scenarios of life. We've done it and beat it. And we're offering the same thing. And that's where it's what can go wrong. You're going to have a good time. You're going to meet great people. You're going to do all these activities, and it is going to be a phenomenal time. There's really nothing to lose, only to gain in your life.
I love that. So what can they expect at the Peace Retreat?
Look, if you're into outdoors, if you're climbing, hiking, being in nature, being around guys that are like you, that love to have a good time and a good conversation and like to grow and to have community in that, we're going to be in it, man. It's going to be a great time. We're going to do what? Cold plunges to bow making. Where can you go to make a bow? And learn how to do stuff in life. And to you take bow making alone, there's so much in that. I've been shooting since I was a little kid. We're gonna make a longbow, show you how to taper this thing, all the things. I'm so looking forward to it.
There's so much to be gained by that and daily activities. And yeah, we're going to have this
Yes.
conversation, men, heart to heart and step by step. I know meeting the Israeli guys that are going to be with us, anywhere between the ages of 30 and 55, they've had these particular five guys have years of experience in war, find themselves, and their dads and their husbands and all the rest, and finding themselves traumatized, fractured within themselves. One of the things that they mention in terms of their expectations was what they want, what their desire is, that they want to find a degree of peace in their lives. They want to sense that there is a light out there in this world, as messed up as this world can be. They come from this place of combat and war and injury, trauma, loss, pain, and grief, and just witnessing. To come out of that, you're carrying that darkness to a great degree, and they're saying, I want light.
Yeah.
In that sense of peace. What would you say about that?
Yeah. There's no courage without fear. You got to be courageous, but you can't be courageous without fear. That's how we walk in life. There's all kind of fears, whether you're afraid of spiders or you're afraid of war itself or whatever you're struggling in life. Courage overcomes that, right? And there can't be peace without the courage. They're a trinity that works together. And just like the puzzle, it's a piece of puzzle. We all carry a piece of the piece
Right.
within us. The community, if we all carry the piece of the piece, man, we come together. We make a harmonic unity of peace that just works together. And that's the thing. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. No one has it by themselves. We don't have all the things, and that's where the unity that's going to come between the Israeli soldiers and the U.S. soldiers. Man, he has a piece of the piece, and I have a piece of the piece, and the other soldiers, we all come together, and man, we literally make piece by piece.
I love that. I love that process to walk out, and we can actually find that peace within us and be those who carry it forward. I think that's one of the unique things of Piece by Piece is it doesn't end on the last day of the retreat, which is August 3rd. How would you speak into that, that idea that it doesn't end with the ending of the retreat?
Yeah, it all starts in August the 4th, the day after. And when you learn how to become piece by piece, and you take that and you apply it to your life, you apply it to your family, you apply it to your community and your other brothers, and you show them how to live piece by piece. That's where it continues on, and that's where it keeps going, and this is how we succeed. We don't succeed for 7 days. We succeed for the rest of our life. We
Awesome.
succeed by keep going and living the piece by piece lifestyle. Yeah.
I love that. It's like they're taking that torch and they're actually committed to it. Part of the follow-up is that each vet is committed to doing that in way, shape, or form, small or large. Piece by Piece retreat begins July 26th, ends August 3rd. You talked about the follow-up, taking the peace that they found, because they're going to find a degree
Yep.
of peace in their lives that they could never have imagined. They're going to take
Sure.
that forward into their lives, into in family, community, city, nation, wherever God leads them, really. And that's a huge element as well. We're a faith-based community. So what would you say to the veteran, the guy that's listening to you, considering
If you're looking for that piece, man, we're gonna drop a QR code down here and scan it and sign up. What do you have to lose? You're gonna lose a good time. You're gonna lose 8 days of peace. You're gonna lose 8 days of fun. Well, there's nothing really to lose.
so there's everything to gain.
Everything to gain.
All right, brother, thank you so much. And
Yeah, man.
we're looking forward to meeting those four guys soon that are going to be
Uh,
signing up, registering for Piece by Piece. And we're just believing together. This is going to be awesome. Daniel, thanks so much, man, for sharing this today. It's been great to hear your heart again. And we're looking forward to being together July 26th through August 3rd at the Lodestar Mountain Inn in West Virginia. And it's like you said, scan that QR code, get in touch with us. We're really looking forward to meeting you and having you on the team.
amen.
Amen. God bless you, bro.
God bless you. Thanks, man.